Okay, so I was asked to do some basic disarms for the knife, and in order for any of these to work, you need to understand how not to get cut in the first place, defensively, how to deal with that attack. So we're going to just deal with angles 1 and angle 2. This is called an inside ride. I want to use the back of my forearm on the inside of that attack. I'm going to push this down towards my opponent to keep him from slashing low. If I go here and I don't really do anything, they're just going to come underneath and cut my body. If I go here, it's very hard to control that and keep them from cutting my body. All right, so I need to go here and lower myself a bit. All right, here and lower myself. And again, this way, all right, using the same sidearm, all right, it's very hard to control that and keep them from getting underneath my helmet that way. Yeah. All right, it's very hard to stop that. So it's going to be cross-hand blocking, all right, and this is just referred to as an inside ride. I want to push it back towards my opponent and make sure that it doesn't get too close to me. Okay, so we're going to go through 8 disarms, and keep in mind these are not, they do kind of flow together as a pattern, but that's a neat little coincidence. They're not intended to be used as a sequence. This is just an enumeration of possible techniques. You can get to these from different kinds of attacks, different angles and things like that. We're just going to work this little flow just for the sake of memorizing the different positions for the disarm bone. All right, so she gives me that angle 1. I'm going to do my inside ride. My other hand's going to come over the top. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to get a nice grip on the back of the hand. I want to have control of the thumb and right about there between the first 2 knuckles. This comes back up. Right here is my disarm. I'm going to eject this right back towards her. I'm actually crushing and probably dislocating her thumb by shooting that back that direction. All right. For the sake of the flow, I'm actually not going to do the disarms so that we can go through them 1 through 8. There's far more than that, but 8 is the first basic set. All right. So there's disarm number 1. I'm going to switch hands as I bring this back down around to the other side. And now my other arm does the eject. All right, this is going out, yeah, kind of right behind her there. All right, so one more time. Inside ride. Left hand came over the top, grabbed. There's my eject using my right arm. Now my right hand grabs. I bring this down. There's my eject number 2. Number 3, I'm going to rake down the arm. This actually isn't a disarm, but it's in the pattern. I'm going to rake down the arm. I'm going to come back under the chin with a kind of an inverted arc hand. And then I'm going to pop the elbow and I'm going to bring the blade back into the neck. That's number 3. All right, I bring this down. Eject number 4 is actually a takeaway. All right, we had number 2, which was just eject. Number 4 is the same motion as far as she's concerned, but this time I actually get to control it. All right, number 5, I'm going to bring it back up. I'm going to do the eject with the blade pointing over here at about 2 o'clock. And then I'm going to do it again over here, pointing at about 10 o'clock. Then I'm going to push the punio, the butt end of the blade, out of the hand. All right, and then I'm going to bring this back down to about 6 o'clock, and I'm going to do the eject with the hand reversed this time. All right. The motion between this and this is going to feel really awful. But keep in mind, this is just an enumeration of techniques. It's not really intended to make sense, logical sense of, oh, this disarm failed, so let's try the next one. That's not the idea. All right. If she gave me a forehand slash, all right, and I screwed up my grip, right there was number 8. That was disarm number 8. And I got to it on the first motion. All right. So we should be able to get to all these disarms. Maybe not off of angle 1, maybe off of angle 2, all right, one or the other. We should be able to get to them off the first motion, not having to flow through them.